Hi there everybody, it's Verity from inkybutterfly.com. Thank you for joining me today for this little blog hop that we do on the first of the month. This is with the Project Share Project group that I'm in. So we share a project weekly on a Thursday, and then once a month on the first Saturday of each month we do a themed blog hop too. So this time around we're doing some cards on projects with new catalogue products. I've chosen to work with Bottled Happiness. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. If you want to view everybody else's projects, do click in the description below and there will be links to their blogs, and they will more than likely be doing videos too. So look out for those. Alright, cool. We're going to use Bottled Happiness. That's what we're going to use. This is a bundled set. It does come with a bottle punch. I haven't purchased that. I just wanted to use the nice sentiments and the pretty layering flowers and florals there. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. And this is the card we're making, featuring some new colours alongside our core colour family. Just a plain black sentiment and plain white card, just to make those colours pop. Some new embellishments there. Those are matte dots in the new in colours. Okay, so this particular combination uses Blushing Bride and Soft Sea Foam from our core family, and then we have Sweet Sorbet and Parakeet Party, which are new colours. So I like to give you a different colourway option. So we're going to switch out the pinks and go with some blues, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Up tool to help me with this project. So already got this is what I call a full stamp full card layer. This is 4 by 5 3/4, so it'll fit onto one of my standard card bases, which I cut at 4 1/8 by and score at 5 7/8 of an inch. So this is the Stampin' Up tool. Get some 2 magnets. They store underneath. Don't let them touch. So I tend to only use one at a time, generally, unless I'm using something bigger. When you buy your Stampin' Up tool, the base is here. It's fully magnetic. Very, very strong, and it will wipe clean, and you get a standard foam mat, which is plain black. I upgraded mine to the deluxe, which has got this wipe clean grid on it. So you need the foam for your photopolymer stamps, just like you would ordinarily. This sort of replaces the cling foam, if you like. You get 2 of these sort of windows which fit into these hinges here. Okay, and if you turn it straight up, perpendicular here, they lift out. And the beauty of that is that you can reposition and restamp, which you will see in a moment. So, as I've already made a sample, I know that my stamps are already lined up on the grid here where I want them. I'm going to start with the foliage, so we're going to stick with soft sea foam and Parakeet Party. I'm going to use the soft sea foam first, and the stamp is just here off to the left here. Okay, and I'm going to ink that up with the soft sea foam. Very nice subtle colour. Don't put that away yet, I'm going to need it again. Okay, and that's that. So it's very pale colour. And then with the Parakeet Party, I'm going to pick out the larger leaves in that image and use a I'm going to use a sponge dauber because I don't have the Stampin' Up markers. If you have the Stampin' Up markers, so if I just pull one out of my stash, you can use the brush end and add that ink to the stamp and stamp with that. This is a little less accurate, but it gets the job done. So I'm just using that dauber just to dab the ink onto the portions of the stamp that I want, which are those 3 leaves in this particular case, bringing that across. And because the Stamp Artist tool will replace that exactly where it was before, that's going to overlay over there and give us that two-tone image. Okay, we're going to flip the cardstock around like that, reposition it. Okay, excuse me, and then repeat that again. So I didn't wipe the stamp off there because most of the ink had gone off. If you've got any doubt at all that there might be some residual ink, then wipe it in between time so you don't contaminate your ink pads. Did you see I almost made a mistake and went directly to my cardstock? There we go. Okay, so that's the foliage part done. Okay, so we're done with that stamp, so I am going to clean that off. Just using the chamois. Chamois is really good for this kind of thing because it's very, you know, portable and you can bring it to the project. So I'm now going to flip that around because I've got the other stamp mounted on the other side of this. You could have it on that one and bring it down. So in theory you can have 4 stamps mounted up and ready to go. So just a little tip about lining this up. Okay, what I realised was that these images here are the centres of these. So if you look to line up the centres, which is actually quite easy, line it up, that's how you'll get your placement right on there. So our combo for our flowers, we're going to go blue, so I'm going to use the Balmy Blue from the Core collection, okay, as our light base if you like, and then I'm going to go over the top in Orchid Oasis. Okay, so again, stamp's just there to the left, and I'm going to get that stamped with the Balmy Blue. It's going to look a bit peculiar because there's a bit of pink sort of staining on the stamp, but that doesn't transfer across. That's going to come out beautifully. Look at that, isn't that nice? It's a beautiful colour, Balmy Blue. And then just like we did with the Parakeet Party, we're going to use a dauber. Okay, and we're going to pick out those central large flowers there. You could do it the other way, you could pick out the little ones if you wanted to. This is merely a serving suggestion, so there's going to be loads of different colour combinations that we can do. Mixing up your greens. The ink colours from last year would be really good actually, because we've got lovely Evening Evergreen, or Soft Succulent actually, would overlay these really nicely. So just have a little think about that. And then we've got Polished Pink and Pale Papaya, which can layer over the top of Blushing Bride or Petal Pink, something like that. I'm actually doing that twice just so that I get a really nice deep image. Okay, cool. That just intensified it a little bit just by doing the extra little bit there. So again, we're going to flip it round. We're going to do exactly the same as we did before. I'm going to put that down because I can see that going on the thingy. So this is a dark ink. So I don't want to put my Balmy Blue straight over the top of that. So I am going to clean that off before I do my next base layer with my Balmy Blue, like so. And then we do that again with the dauber. Okay, so you can rinse and repeat this as much as you like. This particular sort of two-tone technique is really good for the to use with the stamper artist. You can do it freehand, but it isn't as easy. So you'll have to let me know what colour combinations you decide to do. There we go, that should do it. Okay, put that over to one side. So nice and simple, really, really cute. I like this colourway. That is really, really cute. Cool. Okay, just get that cleaned off, and I'll put the stamps away once I've finished recording with you guys. Put that to one side. Okay, and we're just going to bob that onto a white card base. If you wanted to use a coloured card base, you totally could. I think I would probably go with one of the blues, probably the balmy blue actually, so that you still get the pop of that Orchid Oasis colour. I've used a full layer. Of course you could layer it, just do it a little smaller, reposition your stamps. And all we need to do is add our sentiment and our embellishments. So I keep hold of like these little offcuts from various projects, so these come in really, really handy for these lovely sort of skinny sentiments that we have. Now the sentiment I've actually chosen though doesn't actually come from this set. It comes from another one of our new sets called Heavenly Hollyhocks. Can't wait to demonstrate this with you. And I've picked out this many thanks sentiment for you, and we're just going to do that in black ink so it pops from the rest of the image. Okay, right, get that really nice and well inked, and then we can just trim down the end when we know how long we need it to be, see? Okay, so I do like to keep hold of those, especially for this. So I'm just going to bring in my trimmer just to make sure that that gets knocked down straight at about there. No measurement, just where you think it looks fine. I'm all for making things as simple as possible. No need to measure if you don't need to. Grab a couple of dimensionals, or even some of your offcuts would be cool for that. So let's do that. Maybe just pop a mini on the end there. It wasn't quite long enough. There we go. So that just adds just a little bit of dimension to the card, and make sure it's the right way up. Have the some elements peeking up above it as well, just sort of brings it into the design, if you know what I mean. Makes it look part of it. And then these are the in colour matte dots. So Orchid Oasis are these ones at the end. So we'll just pick out those ones. These are cool because they have like this ombre effect as well. So whilst they're sort of tonal, you've got these different shades that you can use as well. So that's cool. So we're going to pop those in that little trio around the sentiment there. Iridescent pearls could work just as well. Iridescent rhinestones, or anything like that. Whoops, just caught one of those off there. Let's just pop that back. So there we go. That's our card for today for our Project Share Project blog hop. Do check the links in the description for everybody else's project. Okay, using the Bottled Happiness stamp set. Okay, so I hope that's given you some ideas. Thanks for joining me today. Please do like, subscribe and do your thing. Okay, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.